My name is Shannon Alford. I am the Maryland State Liaison from the National Rifle Association Institute for Legislative Action. I actually have 4 states that I cover in my territory. I have Maryland, I also have Delaware, Illinois, and Oklahoma. Maryland thus far has been the biggest headache that I've had this entire legislative session. Governor O'Malley has national ambitions, and he intends to reach the White House on the backs of law-abiding Maryland gun owners. So what happened today was the Senate Bill 281, which crossed over from the Senate about 6 or 8 weeks ago, got voted on in committee. It was heavily amended. Some of those amendments were actually pretty positive ones. They stripped out some of the entirely cosmetic features that they were using to create their artificial definition of assault weapon. They passed a number of other amendments that we were supportive of, but at the end of the day, they stripped law-abiding Maryland citizens of the ability to freely exercise their constitutional fundamental right to keep and bear arms. They passed a ban on commonly owned semi-automatic firearms. They are now requiring Maryland citizens to ask permission of the state before they can purchase a firearm. Effectively, they are saying that you do not have to get a license to vote. You do not have to get a license to go out on the street corner and express your views. You do not have to get a license to practice your religion of your choice, but you do in fact have to get a license from the state with pretty onerous training requirements before you can practice your fundamental right to keep and bear arms. And that's offensive, and it's wrong. And so now the bill's going to move to the floor next week. We will no doubt see a very long and heated debate on the issue. We have a lot of really great legislators here who are passionate defenders of our Second Amendment rights, and we will see that passion reflected in the floor debate. They will offer more amendments on the floor. Hopefully some of them will be accepted. Something that we usually like to say is you have to do everything you can to make the bill less worse. Poor grammar, but there it is. Anything that we can do and that has been done that does make the bill slightly less onerous is great, but the way I put it is if someone's hitting you with a baseball bat, do you really care if they're hitting you with an aluminum bat or a wooden bat? No, because you're still getting beaten with a baseball bat. And that's effectively what's happening here today. So we will continue the fight. This is a battle, not the war. And we will continue to do everything we can next week. And then we'll move the fight to the courtrooms and the ballot boxes.